Hello and welcome to me and my Golf TV and welcome to the Asprey. I'm Andy Proudman.
And I'm Piers Ward, and today we're talking about how to give you an efficient, powerful downswing. Let's take charge of your game. Okay everybody, it's Monday, so did you play the last weekend? Did we play?
We didn't, it was
too
cold.
A bit cold for us to play, unfortunately, but did you play? If you did, post your scores down below, your comments down below. How well did you play? Anything in your game that let you down, post your comments and we'll hopefully sort something out for you. So Andy, we've been getting a lot of questions recently about how to start the downswing efficiently, so we thought, well, we like talking about this a lot. It's obviously very important, but I think what you need to understand is that in the downswing, the whole idea of it is that you need to pass energy on from segments of your body in the right order and get it to the club head. Yeah. Then get it to the golf ball. So if you can do that, so if you can transfer your energy through different segments of your body into that golf ball at impact, you're going to have an efficient golf swing.
There's a lot of misconceptions out there, Piers, with this as well.
There really are, and we've seen really good players on YouTube talk about this and actually not
get it wrong.
They actually do get it wrong, but anyway, they're still very good players, obviously. But yeah, if you look at someone like a Jim Furyk and a Tiger Woods, they look very different style swings, but they have the same sequence when they're starting down. So the way we like to sort of relate it to our clients is a relay race. So if you think about what happens in a relay race, we've got 4 runners. So their job is to accelerate, pass on the baton of energy, if we're going to call it that, to the next team member. So if they do that in the right sequence and they get the timing right, they're going to have a fast race. Yeah. So let's think of the downswing as the same. So 4 runners. So number 1, the lower body. Number 2, the torso. Number 3, the arms. And number 4, the golf club. So Andy, if you can actually just sort of demonstrate that now. So let's get you to the top of your backswing. Now we actually have some really high technology here, some really good technology. We have a super high speed camera which is going to show Andy swinging down at super slow motion, but which allows me to talk in normal tone. Is that right, Andy? Is that how it goes? Yeah. You're right up there, right?
Shall I go?
Okay, so Andy's at the top of his backswing, obviously. So let's imagine the starter's gun goes now. Bang. So number 1, the lower body goes first. That is rotating, it's moving towards the target. It then starts to pass on energy to number 2, the torso. That is rotating, that is moving towards the target. That then passes energy on to number 3. So if this is the Jamaican relay team, this is Johan Blake, and he is now passing energy on to number 4, the fastest runner, Usain Bolt. So as he strikes the golf ball, if he can get the sequence of number 1 going first, the 2, the torso, 3, the arms, and 4, the club head. If you can do it in that sequence, you are going to get maximum energy to that golf ball, and you can hit it pretty straight as well. Yes. So it's really difficult to do, but actually just by doing that that's actually a good drill. And people, this is the winter now. Get in your house and do this. If you're watching this video now, get your golf club. If you haven't got a golf club, pretend you've got a golf club, and actually go through that sequence and work hard at going 1, 2, 3, 4, and it can really help.
And this is one of the reasons when you look at, say, players like, for example, Ernie Els, who looks like he swings the club very slowly. He doesn't swing the club very slowly, he transfers energy efficiently, creates a lot of speed, but it looks effortless. So this is why when you see those players, and some of the best players in the world, it looks very effortless. Yeah. It's just how well they transfer energy. And I think one of the key things that we see so often, Piers, is that number 4 or number 3 or number 2 goes at the wrong time. So we can go to the top of the golf swing, and let's say number 2 runner goes first. Yeah,
so torso
goes first. There's the classic over-the-top move, and just because we haven't started that downswing in the right order, and it leads to then all sorts of complications in the golf swing pitch.
You're right. And you said there with Ernie Els, his driver club head speed when he hits it is nearly 120 miles per hour, and probably was 120 miles per hour in his peak. Now, you know, as he said, he is very effortless looking, but there's a lot of effort going in, but it's just going in the right sequence.
Energy transferring up that chain, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, so that's a really good analogy that we like to use. Like, hopefully that makes sense. We've actually got a drill for you as well.
We have. Very
Andy,
good drill. This
is another high-tech piece of equipment.
Clicker tube, that's all you need, and we need 3 golf balls in the end. And we call this, Piers, load it, store it and dump it. Okay, so it's a great drill to help create the right load in the backswing, but the key thing here is the downswing to go in the right order. So what we're going to do, we're going to actually turn it upside down so the clicker end is the other side. What we're going to focus on here, we're going to do a backswing where we actually load. So we set the club, we turn and set the club, the balls will drop. Okay, from then what we're going to do now is we are going to start with that lower body, with that number 1 runner has to go first. So
bang, there goes the gun.
We have to go, 1 goes first, yeah, we are then going to get the torso to go, then the arms are going to kick in, and when your hands reach your right thigh, your trail thigh, you can see here I've still got the angle. The golf balls are still in this side of the club.
So you've stored all the energy
I've
there,
stored
haven't you?
all the energy here,
Yeah.
yeah. Now, from here, what we want to then do is actually release that energy and let the balls fire down towards the end. Okay, now, what we see the majority of maybe a lot of amateurs do, Pierce, they'd maybe get to a load position here, but as they start, they come back down to here, they've dumped the energy too early.
Yeah.
They've maybe started with the torso or even the hands and the arms too early.
And you can see Andy didn't really scoop that down. It's difficult for Andy to do because, as much as it hates me to say, his sequence is pretty good. So he can actually, it's difficult for him to do a bad sequence. But looking at that there, we will see that a lot. So imagine if you were swinging at full speed, often people, when they would do this, they'd dump the golf balls out behind their right foot. So they'd actually dump the golf balls out early. Whereas if you were to swing and move to dump the golf balls out at all, they would go past his leg. So just do that one more time for me. So again, up to the top of the backswing, so he's loaded, so he's off, number one runner goes, so he's loading, he's storing all the energy here, and then his runner number 3 and 4 now are really about to work really hard and get the speed out the shot. Off he goes, so he dumps it. Brilliant, so there we go. And that's exactly as we would want that to happen if you were doing this. Don't do this at home. So hopefully you haven't done that at home. Just
front room.
Make sure you've got a bit of room to do that. But that's actually a really good drill to practice. So load it, store it, dump it, and dump those golf balls out at the bottom. But make sure they go past your left leg.
Exactly. It's just a great way to feel that this starts as number 1 runner, but then you're holding on to that energy. You're not getting these firing too early.
Okay. Right, guys, hopefully this helps. So it's a little bit of an understanding on what the best players in the world do in their downswing, and you can go and mimic this yourselves. You haven't necessarily got to hit golf balls doing this straight away. Don't tee it up in the middle first tee and think about kinematic sequence and relay races. But if you're watching this video, get up and actually, absolutely, an education, and actually just work at those movements. See if you can rehearse those movements. Okay, guys, as always, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. It really helps us. And if you've got any friends who think might help from this, share it with them. That would really help us grow on this fantastic platform, YouTube. It's really been very good to us. Hopefully, we're helping you guys out with your games. As always, subscribe, hit the red button. This is free, after all.
It is.
Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Cheers.